CBS News Miami.
It is party time and party central at the Elbo Room in Fort Lauderdale. Fans celebrating the Florida Panthers. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Crowds have been building all day for the back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. Chopper 4 over the scene and the truck has been out on the beach getting ready for Sunday's Parade of Champions at noon along A1A in Fort Lauderdale Beach. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner has the latest.
Just hours after winning the Stanley Cup,
a gray car pulled up. The driver goes, "Hey, do you guys know Sasha Barkov?" Everyone's like, "Yeah." They roll down the back window. Barkey's sitting back there with the Stanley Cup.
Florida Panthers captain Alexander Barkov stopped by the Elbo Room with the Stanley Cup in hand.
It's as good as first time. It's amazing. I can't believe this is happening right now, but I'm very excited.
Celebrating the current win and the organization's future.
Let's enjoy this first, but repeat is a very good possibility.
Taking photos with fans.
And I said, I'm Russian. He hugged me and say, okay, let's take a picture.
And not long after.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Back-to-back champions. I can't believe it.
The full team arrived.
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, but I'm ready to keep the party going.
And as Barkov promised, the players are officially here at the Elbo Room during their classic skit on the balcony where they throw over the beer, they shake the champagne, and it is a crowd pleaser.
Hundreds gathered to watch the players celebrate.
It's amazing. I couldn't make it last year. I was at work. There was no way I was missing today.
The players smoked cigars, passed the cup around, and hyped the crowd up.
They came 3 years in a row. They're really good. They're great guys. They really, imagine Fort Lauderdale, I'm from here, that we become a hockey capital of America.
Let's go, Panthers!
Now, Barkov did mention there's a new rule this year that they can't bring the Stanley Cup into the saltwater of the ocean, although he joked around that Kachuk may still do it. We'll see about that. I mentioned all throughout the morning newscast that I brought a spare pair of clothes with me just in case that was a possibility. And while I might not need that for the ocean, there's been so much beer and champagne spilled on all the people out here. But hey, everyone is loving it. Let's go Panthers. In Fort Lauderdale, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
And we are loving it. Fresh off the big win, Cats fans are swarming Pantherland store at Amoret Bank Arena in Sunrise. They're getting their claws on the latest Stanley Cup Championship merchandise. Our crew spoke to a fan who was at the arena on game day but decided to return this morning.
We were here, line was out the door, actually around last night to get this stuff, so I figured I'd come and get it today. A lot easier.
And if you want to grab your own cat swag, Pantherland has extended its store hours for the rest of the week. Doors will open at 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. And keep it right here. We have continuing coverage on the Panthers' big win throughout the weekend on air and online on CBSMiami.com.
Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
Of course, the big question, will it rain on our parade?
Well, a little bit, just a few showers, but we were there last year. I mean, we were just on canoes at some point there. Nothing like that, everybody, heading into this year, so we're looking pretty good. This pattern that we've been in, the morning, early morning, mid-morning, afternoon showers, that everything pushes to the west, that's the kind of setup we'll have. So here we go on Sunday, 11 o'clock. I'm holding at 20% rain chances. I think that's the best we'll do here. There's nothing that I see right now that would make it a wet parade here, so we're looking good. In fact, if anything, just get ready for a hot and humid one. We're not talking about record highs, but with temperatures in the upper 80s and all that humidity, it is going to feel like the 90s here. If anything changes, you'll be the first to know. But at this point, this pattern that pushes all the storms into the western part of the peninsula will continue. So in a way, let's see, we're at 4 o'clock. This is about how it will look on Sunday and tomorrow and the day after that, and we are stuck with it. Now, there are a few showers that we still track, and they sometimes will survive the trip over to the coastline here, but they have a harder time doing that during the day than at night. You see the cluster of showers and thunderstorms primarily over the inland areas, and we'll monitor this little cluster of very weak shower activity as it continues kind of riding that breeze off to the north and west, and it's still this big high. That's a mostly dry setup for our end of the peninsula here. It's a wet setup for the western part of it. If it was a reverse setup, we'd be getting these daily thunderstorms that Naples and Fort Myers have been dealing with. But as I see it now, it's a pretty hard pattern to break, and I don't think we're going to have a good chance of doing that through the weekend. And even into early next week, you'll see the rain chances. Temperatures right now, the usual spot, Pembroke Pines, 93. That's the hottest that I've seen here. Otherwise, upper 80s, which is perfectly normal for this time of year. But you add the humidity, and it'll start feeling like triple digits. So you're getting outside with sunshine breaking out, and if you're out there several hours, you obviously want to take some breaks and hydrate, because we're in that time of year now with showers and thunderstorms that are the only way we cool off. And when we lack those like we have been, it really does get very hot very quickly. There are the temperatures for the rest of this evening. Save for some isolated showers. We'll continue with a dry spell here now as we head into the evening hours with this clockwork that we've been talking about. Things are backward, right? So we'll have showers at night, early morning, and then we get that big break during the middle part of the afternoon. And into the evening hours, that's when the storms really blow up and head over towards southwestern Florida. Next weather rain tracker, you'll pick up on a few showers here as we head through tonight into the overnight hours for tomorrow morning. I mean, I've been showing you this pretty much day in and day out, and not much has changed. You see the showers and then thunderstorms developing, and I mean, it's going to hug our western metros there. And some days the models tend to get a little bit closer with a slower sea breeze, and most days everything just gets pushed out to the west. So that's something we'll be watching, but I just don't see any significant rain chances in our future. Next weather 7-day forecast will take us through the end of the weekend into the upcoming weekend, with rain chances kind of oscillating between 20 and 30%, and temperature steady at 90.
Ivan, thank you. We are in hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure that you are prepared. Scan that QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special, which has important information for you and your family this hurricane season. Just go to cbsmiami.com. A Miami Gardens family is forced out after fire ravages their home. Their dog did not survive the blaze, but a family friend told CBS News Miami more about what happened and says it could have been so much worse. CBS News Miami's Najahe Sherman has this report.
We spoke with a family friend who says the home is a total loss. Now I'm going to step out so you can see the exterior damage on this house. As you can see, there is a window gone, and smoke residue now lines the top of the house. We're going to take you to drone 4 footage over the scene. As you can see in this drone 4 video, there was a massive response from Miami-Dade Fire Rescue blocking off Northwest 151st Terrace and 33rd Avenue. This fire started around 5:30 this morning, according to Miami-Dade Fire, quickly moving throughout the home. One person was sent to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation, and a family dog unfortunately died in this fire. A family friend says it was the quick thinking of the mom that saved the entire family.
The mom woke up to get ready for work. She smelled smoke, and then after that, they smelled the smoke, and then they started grabbing everybody out. But the room that it started from, there was nobody in the room.
Now, if you see, there's an orange sticker on the front window of the home. That is a notification from the building department condemning the home an unsafe structure. Fire Rescue says the cause of this fire is under investigation. In Miami Gardens, Najahe Sherman, CBS News, Miami.
When we come back, an evening catnap on the couch might seem inviting, but you could be doing yourself a disservice. Find out why next. And this Friday, the Miami Marlins are hosting the Atlanta Braves. First pitch is set for 7:10 from Lone Depot Park. You can watch the game on our sister station, CW Miami 33. Go Fish. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Now to the latest on the crisis in the Middle East. It is day 6 of the conflict between Israel and Iran. President Trump is calling for Iran's unconditional surrender, something that the country's supreme leader rejected in a new address to his nation. As CBS News Miami's Natalie Brand reports, it comes as the Trump administration is weighing whether to get involved.
Israel's military says it struck around 20 targets in Tehran overnight, prompting thousands to flee. In Israel, sirens blared as missiles were intercepted over the skies of the port city of Haifa.
We cannot let
Iran get a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time.
President Trump took questions Wednesday morning with new flagpoles going up at the White House. Sources tell CBS News he's considering joining Israel in striking Iran's nuclear facilities, which could include Fordo, buried deep in a mountain.
I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble.
Sources tell CBS News there's not agreement among the president's closest advisors about next steps. Today, the president was also asked about his social media post calling for unconditional surrender by Iran's supreme leader.
Unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had it. I give up. No more.
In a recorded video, the Ayatollah said any military involvement by the U.S. would cause, quote, irreparable damage.
The Iranian regime has been just devastated.
H.R. McMaster served as a national security advisor during the first administration.
The effects that Israel's had, I mean, of course, we've been talking about the effects on the nuclear program, on the missile program, but I think they've killed something like 15 or so, nuclear scientists and decapitated the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps.
CBS News has learned Israel did not request that the U.S. join its effort militarily, leaving that choice to President Trump. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
In health news, dozing off on the couch sounds nice, but do you ever struggle afterwards getting shut-eye once you move to your bed? Sleep experts with the Cleveland Clinic say you're not alone. The exposure to light after waking up could stimulate your body. Experts say when you're tired, just go to bed. If you still struggle, it could be something more.
If you've got a disorder of sleep, you've got some dysfunction of sleep for most nights of the week for 3 consecutive months, that's enough to go and talk to your doctor about. And that may even be enough of a problem to warrant some sort of a sleep test or to see a sleep expert.
Difficulty falling asleep can lead to chronic sleep deprivation, and that increases the risk for many health problems like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. That does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.